Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is MBSR, a Mindful Hour. I'm Kat Larsen. Great to see you here. And this is new pre recorded content today, covering for our class on May 9th, 2024. Can be practiced and seen at any time. Thank you so much for coming out. And mindfulness, according to founder Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, is defined as coming into the present moment with awareness, curiosity, and a friendly, non judgmental attitude. Today, I'll be leading some movement of breath, movement in the body, and honoring how you feel. When we bring attention to ourself and self care, we're bringing our own focus and awareness to mind states. If you've been diagnosed with cancer or you're living and managing any other condition that's happening in your body, know that your movement is based upon what feels good for you. It could be the movement of a breath in, a breath out. If you are utilizing body movements, stretching and exercising, also note that you can practice either lying in your bed, seated in a chair, or standing. I'll be guiding these practices today, as you can see, from a seat and also standing. Please take any modifications that meet you in a safe, supportive, comfortable way. And medical advice will always override what I'm leading. In the practices of mindfulness, just as a quick review, and if you're here for the first time, mindfulness brings us into that point of taking a pause, taking a breath to note that we are much greater than perhaps what our labels, what our conditioning is. If you're, again, working with any type of illness or injury, that can we find a sense of ease and balance in our everyday living, no matter what is happening, in a non-judgmental way. So thus, we usually begin these classes simply coming around, saying hi to each other, and in the 60 minutes, we have a beverage close by that offers us support, maybe drinking from your favorite cup, your glass, your favorite beverage. If your beverage is simply water, just noting that that is your life force, vitality, and energy as well. So I'm going to begin. I'm drinking today. This morning, I'm actually recording this quite early at 6:30 in the morning from a mug. I'm drinking green tea. So inviting just that sense of comfort from a familiar, this is my ritual to get up, to have my favorite beverage, maybe switching it up on what the body is needing today. And also inviting that mindful eating or drinking when I hold my favorite glass or mug, that gives me that sense of, yeah, I really like this. It makes me feel good. Also, when I bring the mug or the cup or the glass to my nose, looking down maybe at the color, maybe a smell, if it's odorless, just looking at the clarity. And then once I bring my mug or glass, this is a form of mindful drinking as well, up to my mouth, taking a sip and noticing how that tastes this morning, and also noticing that sensation too, noting that, yeah, this is part of my daily ritual that can give me or give one a sense of that momentary comfort, that momentary joy. So normally in class, in a live session, we'll go around and check in and give each other a minute to 3 minutes. How are you doing? What are the practices that you've utilized through mindfulness during your week? Perhaps was it breath work? Maybe if there was any type of agitation, frustration, annoyance, did you take a pause between being perhaps to a reaction and take a full breath in, and simply a letting go breath out your mouth? So notice in this moment if any of those ideas, those perhaps ideas to practice, have resonated with you. So again, taking into mind when you arise in the morning, you can gather your favorite cup, beverage, giving yourself a sense of comfort. And then our next teaching in mindfulness would be the acronym STOP. S stands for, as you're coming to your seat, or if you're practicing in bed, simply noticing how you feel. Your structure could be your body. Notice what your mind state is and notice your energy. I'll invite everyone, if you are in a seated position, to take a full breath in, inhaling through the nose, and exhale out. Our next letter in the acronym of STOP is O. Simply observe to how you're feeling, if that breath felt good. And P, proceed to what you need next. And P, we'll all take a breath in together. Inhale and exhale. So our first teaching today in movement, mindfulness, MBSR, mindfulness-based stress reduction, offers you practices either through breath work, movement. Movement can be considered moving breath, yoga, somatic movement, knowing your patterns of movement and maybe inviting something new, qigong, also a form of using visual imagery, body scan, positive affirmation, and simply sitting with a pause. Studies have shown that seated meditation and intention span can start with as simple as 30 to 90 seconds. So today, again, offering the acronym of STOP, utilizing our first practice, breath work. Find your comfortable seated position. If you're in a chair, your feet are about hip width apart, resting your hands either palms down on your lap or palms up on your lap. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and simply shift your head from side to side. If you're lying down in your bed, and you can take this practice even in bed where your arms are resting by the side of the body, and when you're moving your spine, your torso from side to side, breath is already happening. And breath is considered life force energy, vitality. The inhale is invigorating, activating, and the exhale is considered calming and balancing. As you come to the center, begin to shift your spine forward, then back. Inhale through the nose as you lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, rounding spine back. Let's take 5 more. Inhale, lengthen. If you're lying down, palms are flat this time, and bringing the spine forward. Exhale, draw chin to chest and round. Inhale, lift the gaze, maybe chin lifts. Exhale, flex back and round. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen, reach the spine, extension of the spine, a nice stretch. Exhale and round. Last one. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, flex back, round, draw chin to chest. When you return to your lengthening spine, this is called a neutral spine. If you're seated, press your feet down into the floor earth. That'll help you to get length. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and bring the tips of the shoulders back. That'll help you to bring space in your chest. This is considered your long, neutral spine for a seated practice. As we add on our movement in increasing to breath work, we've already taken an inhale and an exhale. We'll add on a yogic inhale and exhale. We'll be breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the nose. To add to a sense of relief and balance, we can also, if you will, exhale out through your mouth with a deep letting go breath, where we'll inhale fully, inhale, exhale through the mouth, letting go. Another deep breath in, inhale in and up, and exhale out through the mouth, letting go. Two more, breathe in and exhale out, letting go any tension, muscle tightness, maybe tension in the brain. Exhale out. One more, inhale in and up, and exhale down and out. Return to your own rhythm of breath. And notice what that felt like to simply breathe in life force vitality and exhale, letting go out. We'll add to our next breath work practice, which is called a 3-part breath, yogic 3-part. And I invite you to take your hands, place one on your lower navel, on your belly, the other hand, place it on your heart. Your lowest hand is where your breath in originates, and filling yourself with a full breath into your lung capacity to the top pan, and then exhale, letting go out through your nose. Let us begin. Breathe in for your count of 1, 2, 3, and honor your own capacity. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Breathe in and up for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Breathe in and up for 1, 2, 3. And exhale for 1, 2, 3. Lowering that top hand to rest on top of the bottom hand and return to your own rhythm of breath. And again, this is a mindful hour. This is new pre-recorded content for the May 9th, 2024 class. If there is anyone here joining us live via the Zoom room during the recording, welcome to you. And through our hands stacked on our abdomen, we take a moment now and a gentle pause. A pause in mindfulness, also in yoga, is considered a gentle wish, maybe a prayer, and offering an intention for what we need today. 2024 for our body, if you're working with an illness or an injury, offering yourself, bringing your focus and awareness to any part of your being that perhaps needs your own attention and energy. Also, as you bring your awareness to your gaze, dropping your gaze down, maybe a soft or partially opened or closed eyes position, to maybe inviting a pause for mind states, arriving to our chair, exactly what's happening in the mind states. And that could be anything from being simply awake and present. It could be feeling lethargy, tiredness, maybe energy. All states are welcome. Boredom, frustration, anger, joy. Maybe if you're just waking up, it's too early to really connect to how you feel, maybe just starting the day. And also know what you need in heart space. And if this resonates for you, spirit. Dropping the eye gaze and taking a moment and sending your offering, your wish, your pause to what you need today. Gently lifting the eye gaze, and as we seal our intentions, our pauses together in community and connection, bring one hand to the heart, followed by the other, and touch the base of the palms together, and we'll strengthen our intentions together with one sound of peace. That's the sound Om on the out breath. It's a signal for peace, sending it to ourselves and to each other. A full breath in. Om. Lowering the hands and opening the eyes, and a good morning. Welcome once again, everyone. This is a pre-recorded content of a Mindful Hour MBSR. I'm Kat. This class is sponsored by the Cancer Resource Center of Western Maine. Our focus in mindfulness today is movement. So today, as we lift either right or left hand forward, shine the palm forward, inhale, stretch the fingers, exhale, flex and round. As you inhale, extend that arm up higher if this reaches you. Exhale and lower, bring the elbow back. This is called cactus arm or field goal. Inhale, lift to your capacity and lengthen, full arm stretch, adding energy in shoulders. Exhale, lower, and then close the fingers. Inhale, stretch, lengthen. Feel the length of the arm. We're also moving lymph. Exhale, lower, called cactus. Draw the elbow back if that meets you. If you're working with scar tissue in the armpit chest, notice if this meets you comfortably. Inhale, lift, coordinating movement and breath. Exhale and lower. Two more. Inhale, lift, lengthen. This is called extended arm reach. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Your choice to maintain the fingers spread, or as you lower the arm, you can close. Let's add the second side. So lowering that arm down, inhale, lift. Notice the difference from side to side. And you can lengthen or not. Exhale and lower. Closing fingers or not. Always honoring your practice. Total permission to move in a way that meets you. This can be done in bed as well. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift. Maybe lift the corners of the mouth, providing energy for yourself. Exhale and lower. Three more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And if you lose my voice for any reason, sometimes it's very sensitive on the laptop with movement. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift, stretch, extend to your own capacity, honoring your movement, and exhale and lower. As you maintain that arm lifted, let's join the other and let's add 6 movements, extending up on the inhale. And then imagine as you're closing, this is similar to being in a gym as we're holding a bar, maybe extending your weight, using your own body weight to add strength and length. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Maybe spread the fingers. Your choice to lift the gaze to lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower. Gaze returns to neutral or chin lowers. Honoring what meets you. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Feel the energy you're building this morning. It only takes about 10 minutes to really get 6 movements of the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. As you bring the palms to touch, we're going to add in a movement called a cactus clap, taken from Yoga for Cancer Oncology Yoga, author, founder, Tari Prinster. We also have a copy of the book at the Cancer Resource Center library for your borrowing use. As you open the arms out to the side, bring the elbows back, lift the chin, inhale, lift. And here we have the cactus clap, palms touch, lower chin. 5 more. Inhale, lift. This opens up the chest, broadens the collarbones, moves lymph. Exhale, rounding, drawing chin to chest, touching palms. 4 more. Inhale, lift. And honoring your rounds, your repetition, your own lung capacity. You can do this lying down as well and standing. Inhale, lift. Open the chest. This is extension of the spine. Exhale, cactus clap, drawing and lowering gaze, chin down. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, draw chin to chest. As you bring the gaze back to neutral, lower the palms and then roll the right shoulder up, back, and down. And then switch to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, returning to that first side. 3 rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We're tapping into the obliques, the side body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more round. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Second side, inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Notice how you feel after almost our 6 movements of the spine. As we move in mindful movement in MBSR is considered movement of breath, body, and also getting rid of anything in the mind state that's either tensing, holding, tightening, allowing more freedom for ease, balance, and joy. As you interlace your hand, simply begin to circle your wrists, a little bit of stretch and movement of the wrists, the outer line of the arm. Also, if you move your hands away from you, we're tapping into the biceps and triceps and change directions of the circling of your movement. Taking a movement for your count of 6, 5, and then maybe changing direction of the circling. 4. Notice if that takes a moment, like, okay, I've got to go back to what does that look like? Turning it in a non-dominant movement for 3, 2, and 1. As you look at your thumbs, notice which thumb is on top. Change the cross of the thumbs. Stretch the palms away, a nice stretch of your wrists. Who feels this right here in the carpals? Notice if you're working with perhaps any swelling, any liquidity, any buildup of fluid. Notice if this meets you, or you may have to extend your fingertips out. If you're working or managing or living with lymphedema, be mindful to what honors you, to your interlace and your stretch. As you turn the palms away again, inhale, exhale, return to your interlace. 5 more. Inhale, stretch, and then exhale, return. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. Stretching the inner line of the arm, also the fingers. Exhale, return. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. And exhale, return. 2 more. Inhale, stretch, lengthen. Exhale, return. Last one. Inhale, stretch, lengthen. And then exhale, return. From this position, bringing the base, the bottom of your hands together, then touch the center of your palms and notice if your small fingers, ring, middle finger, and index fingers want to extend, and finally your thumbs. Press evenly and notice your elbows are down. This is passive position. Maybe that meets you. If you want more energy, want to build strength, you can simply press the bottom of your hands, lift the elbows. Return to passive. So we're going to invite movement of the elbows and the triceps. Press the base of the palms. Inhale, exhale, shine the elbow tips up. Drop the palms down. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, press the base of the palms. Feel your strength you're building in the arms, the biceps, the triceps. Exhale, lower. Take another breath in, coordinating breath and movement. And then exhale, press the base of the palms. Notice your own strength of your body. Exhale, lower. 2 more, breathe in, exhale, touch the palms, press, maybe all fingertips touch. Lift the elbow tips if that meets you, always honoring your practice, and lower. 1 more inhale. On the exhale, touch the base of the palms, lift the elbows. Now from this position, we're going to lift the arms up overhead, stretch, stretch, stretch. Then interlace your hands, extend the index fingers. Notice how this is steeple pose with our steeple fingers, but we're adding into a seated mountain. Your choice to lengthen the arms, whatever capacity meets you overhead. Now press the feet into the earth. If you're lying down in bed, flex your feet. So our body represents our strong, strengthening mountain pose. Notice from almost 30 minutes of practice today, what you've given to yourself. The body represents the mountain. Your feet, your legs, your seat act as the base. As you bring your awareness up the torsos, that represents the trails of your own mountain. And then the crown of your head and fingertips high above your head represent your peak. Notice in movement, you take your peak, your time, your particular style of movement, your capacity to your own count of breath as your peak. So let's strengthen and lift the arms. Take a breath in on the exhale. Float the arms out to the side, strengthening your intention of resolve, why you came here to attend, for community, connection, well-being. And then as you float and lower the arms out to the side, simply lower, resting your palms. If you're lying in bed, either the hands, the arms next to the side of the body, or palms up, resting on your thighs. Take a breath in and an exhale out. In these next couple of minutes, inviting more movement of breath. It's a wonderful breath called lion's breath. If you're feeling fear, irritability, anger, frustration, overwhelm, or simply inviting fun, letting go of tension in body, breath, mind, or spirit, it's called lion again, where we inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. You can even sigh it out, sticking the tongue out. We'll take 3 more. Fill yourself, filling up with your comfortable breath in. Exhale through the mouth, sighing it out. 2 more. Inhale, breathe in and up. And sigh it out. 1 more. Full breath in, filling to your own lung capacity. And exhale out. Return to your own rhythm of breath, where we simply breathe in and out. Breath work is a form of regulating our nervous system. Your inhale is considered activating for energy. Your exhale is considered calming, balancing. If you need to build energy, focus on your inhale. Notice if that brings you life force, vitality, and energy. If you're working on busy mind, then continue to lengthen your exhale either out of nose or mouth. So notice that's also a form of movement. The inhale filling in and the exhale moving out. Take a moment to notice how you feel after 31 minutes of practice of MBSR, mindfulness-based stress reduction. We're going to do a little bit of movement of both the head and the eyes right now. Notice if you're working on any limitations of the cervical spine, of your neck, Also, any disc issues, be mindful that you can simply move your eyes. Feel free, if you wear glasses, if you'd like to take your glasses off or not, always offering yourself permission to move in a way that promotes comfort and safety. So we're going to begin with palms up on our lap, or if you're in bed, palms next to the body. Simply bring your eye gaze forward, relax the jaw. On the inhale, we're only going to move the eyes. On the exhale, shift your eyes over to your left, getting a nice stretch and movement, and notice accessibility and inclusivity, that perhaps head maybe can't move for whatever reason, but maybe the eyes can join in practice. On the exhale, bring the gaze back to center. Inhale, extend your eye gaze forward to lengthen. Notice that even lengthens your mid back. And then on the exhale, draw your eye gaze only to look out towards the right side of your space and studio. You could be also at a rehab center, at a hospital. Know wherever you're practicing from, you're joining us in community, friendship, and connection. Draw the exhale back to center. We're going to lift our eye gaze up now. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, maybe lift the eye gaze towards the top lid, towards your ceiling and sky. And then exhale, shift the eye gaze back to center. This is also considered a little bit of face yoga. Big trend in India right now. Then we'll look down with our eye gaze, stretch the eyes forward. Inhale. Exhale, shift the gaze down just beyond the tip of the nose. Notice if you got sensation in mid-back. And then exhale, bring the gaze back to center. Now we'll add on turning the head either left to right or up and down. If that doesn't meet you, return to the eye gaze. One more round for everybody. Relax the jaw. Inhale. On the exhale, turn the head to the left, also the eyes, or only the eyes, turning and twisting, noticing the body can only stretch to its capacity, but eye gaze perhaps can shift a little bit further, lengthening. Notice how this also promotes rotation of the spine on the rotation plane of the spine, turning and twisting. Take another breath in. On the exhale, return the gaze, the head back to neutral, other side. Inhale. On the exhale, turn the eye gaze to the right, turn the head and the neck if that's your capacity, your movement of choice. Also turn the torso as well if you're moving the spine and the body. Turn any amount that meets you safely and comfortably. Notice how this is your own twist. Exhale, return the eye gaze back to neutral. And then as you return to neutral, we're going to lift the eye gaze and the chin up. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, lift the eye gaze up towards the top lid. If you'd like to add on or not, lift the chin. Notice what happens with the chest. Hello, chest, draw the shoulders back if that meets you as well. Adding on. Exhale, bring the eye gaze back to neutral. Draw chin and chest back to neutral. Final movement of the eyes, also the chin down. Inhale through the nose. Move on the exhale. Lower the eye gaze down towards the tip of the nose. Maybe the chin lowers towards chest. Maybe even forehead lowers towards feet. As you lift the eye gaze up to neutral, lift the chin, and then simply return to your own natural rhythm of breath. So that movement stretches the eyes. It also invites a turning, a twisting, offering you accessibility in all forms of movement to capacity, but bringing you awareness of the revolving action of the spine. As we add on to our mindful movement today, I'm going to come up to standing. Feel free. You can offer these practices to yourself, either lying in bed or seated. So as you come up to a standing position, I might need to adjust my screen as well so that you can see me fully. And hopefully you can hear me as well. I'm holding on to the edge of the chair. If you're standing, you can hold on to a chair. If you're not standing, relax the arms in line with the body. If you need the chair for support, hold it. If not, relax the hands. If you're seated, relax the hands, palms down now. That's called seated mountain. If you're standing with legs together, this is called standing mountain. If you're lying down, you're in mountain pose. We're all going to lift the arms forward and up overhead, called extended arm reach. Then exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead and stretch. This can be done in bed or seated. Exhale and lower. 4 more. Extending out. If you're standing or seated on a chair, press your feet into the floor to get more length. Exhale and lower. 3 more. Extended arm reach. So we're lengthening the body all the way from the feet up through the torso to the fingertips. Exhale and lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift, lengthen, stretch. Exhale and lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Feel how your body is receiving practice and energy today. And exhale and lower. Nicely done, everyone. We'll be adding in the shoulder shrugs. Take your hands to your hips. If you're in bed, they can maintain gently bent and relax. Separate your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Soft knees, which means your knees are bent. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And notice that this is a broadening of the collarbones. And release the hands from the hips to get more movement in the arms. Lift the arms up, lower and down. 2 more up, lower and down. And then 1 more up, lower and down. As you lower the arms next to the body, we're going to add in energy and opening to the side body called the obliques with lateral flexion, side bending. Maintaining the left hand down, extend and reach the right arm out in line with the shoulder. Turn the hand up. So that's a turning action. When you turn the palm up, external rotation of the shoulder. If it's more comfortable, palm down. Lift that arm up, either to cactus arm or full arm. From full arm expression, you can straighten the arm and then stretch that arm up overhead. Notice which meets you to open up the side body for more length. You can also drop the head towards the left shoulder. If you're in bed, simply lower in the same seated in a chair. Let's take 3 breaths. So here we add in our movement of breath. Inhale fully, exhale completely. We're also moving lymph in the armpit chest. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath in and an exhale out. As you lower that arm down, notice if you feel a little bit more length, and taking that shoulder and rolling it up, back and down. Now forward, up and down. 2 more. Lift in the opposite direction and be mindful of any shoulder restriction, any tightness. But notice when you roll and bring the shoulder up, forward and down, you're hollowing out the mid back and getting a stretch of the vertebrae. Second side on our lateral side bending. Stretch the left arm out to the side. You can turn the hand up, lift the arm to cactus position, and then drop the head over to opposite shoulder. Here you can press into the feet, turn the eye gaze forward or up to get openness of the chest. Your choice to lift that arm fully, and then feeling the openness of the armpit chest, moving lymph again, and then lengthening the obliques, taking your 3 breaths for your count of 3, 2, inhale, And exhale, one more breath here. Inhale. And on the exhale, lower that arm by the side of the body. We're going to add a little bit of movement. So as we cross the arms in front, making an X, bend into your legs. If you're standing, float the arms high. This is called sun breath. And then exhale, cross opposite arm in front. Bend the legs with momentum. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross opposite arm. 5 more. Inhale, lift. Feel the stretch to your own capacity of movement. Exhale, lower, and you can simply sweep the arms to cactus. Exhale, cross and lower. Inhale, lift, honoring your arms, your lung capacity. Exhale, lower. Let's do 2 more. Honoring your energy. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then on our last movement, cactus or full arms, we're going to cross into an X. And then from that position, maybe holding on to the shoulders. Again, the X is where the elbows stack on top. Giving ourselves a gentle hug. Maybe the first hug of the day, feeling the self-care and mindfulness gives us that awareness that even with movement, we get out of our head. We focus on the movement of either the breath, the movement of the body, to shift mind states, to promote energy, to lift lethargy, to decrease anxiety. As you lower the arms by the side of the body, place your hands on your hips and separate your feet about 2 feet apart. Turn the feet out. So from this position, let's involve the low back and the hips. You can even do this in bed. If you're seated on a chair doing this, move away from the back of your chair so you can have some freedom to move the spine. Change direction of your hip circles. These are called hip circles. Sufi rolls, spinal undulations, hula hoop movement. Remember as a kid with a hula hoop, this gets into releasing tightness, tension. It also builds strength in the quads because you're in a variation of a squat. From this position, bend your legs, relax the hands down, and we're going to move to standing breath of joy. Bend into your legs, which is a small squat. This is a 3-part inhale through the nose, followed by a 1-part exhale with a sound of ha on the exhale. It's a standing energizing practice. Can be seated, also can be done in bed. Stretch the arms forward, breathe in through the nose, stretch the arms out to the side, stretch the arms up, look up, then exhale, bend into your squat, arms back, ha. Inhale, stretch the arms forward, stretch the arms out to the side. Inhale up, exhale, ha. 5 more. Ha. 4 more. Ha. 3 more. Ha. 2 more. Spread the fingers. Feel your own joy of breath. Inhale, 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 exhale, ha. Rise to standing. Notice the energy. That is a pick-me-up breath called breath of joy. As we step our feet back together, feet forward, heels back, we're going to move into strengthening, lengthening chair pose. This can either be done seated or standing. This is called fierce pose. So we're working on stretching our quads, building strength, but also stretching the torso and the arms. Stretch the arms up overhead and start with your palms shining forward. As you bend into your legs, you can also do this seated, simply moving away from the back of the chair, pressing the feet evenly, and everyone stretch the arms forward. This is a variation of downward dog arms. So as you're stretching the arms forward, feel the length of your spine. If you're standing, bring the hips back. Draw navel to spine. Press into the feet. Everyone, if you're seated on a chair or standing, press into the feet, feel the strength of your quads. Exhale, return to your mountain, lowering the arms down. Can you see why that is called fierce pose? Fierce strength in the quads, fierceness stretching the arms. We're going to do traditional chair pose where we extend the arms forward. The hands face each other. Inhale, lift. On the exhale, bend into your thighs. Now draw navel to spine. Shift the hips back behind you. Sink lower into the thighs. If you're seated, press into the feet. If you're standing, press into the feet. Charge the arms forward, but maintain lifting of the spine. Any amount of a squat, if you want more energy, if you want to build and stretch, you're strengthening glutes, calves, quads, you're lengthening your spine, and you're also moving breath. Exhale, release. That's a tough pose. Nicely done, everyone. As we come to a few more poses from a standing position, notice in our MBSR class, almost 50 minutes, 50 minutes, 6 movements of the spine, 5 different, well, 4 to 5 different breath work practices, and also movement to provide physical strength, but also physical strength also translates to mind-body strength. So from our position, either coming next to a chair or a wall, and then bring your right hand or left hand to your hips or both hands. As your feet are together, take a breath in. On the exhale, bend your legs, maintain pressing into the left foot. Step the right foot behind you, stretch the arms high. So your feet are about 1 to 2 foot distance. You can also do this on a chair, just 1 foot is forward, 1 foot back. If you're standing, bend into your front leg, draw navel to spine. This is called Warrior One. With a bent front leg, you're building strength in your front quad and thigh. With the back leg, you're stretching calf muscle called soleus. And by the reach of the arms, you're moving lymph. Draw navel to spine. And then on the exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And we worked on this earlier. Press the bottom of the hands together, lift the elbows. Notice what happens. You get core strength. So notice just through the pressing of the hands, lifting the elbows, the strength in the biceps and the triceps. Exhale, release the hands down to the hips and step that back foot forward, change sides. Inhale, on the exhale, bend your legs, ground, press through the opposite foot, and step the other leg behind you. Stack your hands flat on your navel, and we did this also at the beginning of the class with intention. This is also a teaching to draw the navel in for core support, core strength. Stretch the arms up overhead on the breath in. On the exhale, bend into your front leg. Maybe the chin rises. Remember, we worked on stretching the eye gaze. If you're practicing in bed, perhaps arms are lifting. Maybe eyes are lifting. If your arms are not lifting and you're in bed practicing with us, maybe the eye gaze is lifting. We're all breathing in and out through the nose. One more breath. Feel the stretch of either the eyes, the arms, the legs, and the strength. Invite bringing your hands to the heart center. Bring gaze forward. Press the bottom of the hands together. Press the middle of the hands, all fingertips now. Lift the elbows. Feel your core strength. Feel the strength in the triceps, the biceps. Press into your feet. Feel the strength in your legs. Feel the strength if you're looking forward, stretching with the eyes. And then exhale, release the hands down, step that back foot forward, and then lowering the hands, coming back for all of us to either our lying down, seated, or standing mountain pose. Mountain pose within our practice of mindfulness translates that we have tools and practices, whether that be a mindful pause, a mindful offering and intention to what we need today for our own well-being or healing. To ground all of our practices today, we'll come to a tree pose. If you're standing, it's considered a balance. If you're seated, you can also add on with the turning action of the leg. You can also do this in bed too, as well. You can either stack a ankle on top of a resting leg that looks like a crisscross to join us. From standing tree pose or seated or lying down, bring your legs close together. Bring either left hand or right hand to the heart. Again, you find what meets you today. Passive arms, meaning elbows are down, or palms pressing firmly, lifting the elbows for strength. So this may be your tree pose, where your feet, if you're lying down, are flexed or relaxed. Your hands are at the heart. And with our hands at the heart, it's a teaching to lift the sternum towards your head for more length. As either if you're in a chair or standing, press into your left leg, turn and bend your right leg out to the side. The right toe can be on the floor, or adding to a balance, that right sole of the foot can shift to balance to the inside of the left. Notice breath is happening within this pose. We're inhaling and exhaling. Notice your own mindfulness of breath moving in on the inhale, moving out on the exhale. Take one more breath in and exhale out. As you stretch the arms out in line with the shoulders, come into your cactus position as we move lymph with the angle of the arm, and then stretch the arms up overhead to your capacity, and then bring the hands back to the heart. Turn that turned out leg, foot back to meet the other, lower the arms down. Nicely done, everyone. Second side in our mountain pose to begin, which we're in right now for strength and stability. Then we move to tree pose for grounding all of our practices today. The practices and teachings translate on and off our yoga mat, our meditation chair, wherever we're practicing from, bed, chair, couch, to everyday living. How can we apply these practices to what we're living, managing with day by day? Bringing your hands right to the middle of the heart. Your choice, elbows down to relax, or palms touching firmly. Inhale. On the exhale, ground, if you will, through the right foot, and turn the left foot out to the side. Come up onto the toe. From this position, you can move into a balance where the left foot rests to the inside of the standing leg calf or higher. If you're opening the arms to cactus position, bring the elbows back. That'll help to broaden the collarbone, move lymph, and also if you have any scar tissue in the armpit, chest, notice a slight stretch, but honoring your capacity. If you'd like more opening in the chest, lift the chin. It may be lift the eye gaze, finding your tree pose for grounding, strength, stability. 3 breaths. Breathing in and out through the nose. 2. One more breath in and up. And then to come out of the pose, either lower your eye gaze neutral, touch the palms, that cactus clap that we did earlier, lowering the hands, and then lowering and turning that turned out leg back to neutral, returning us all to grounding, strengthening, traditional mountain pose. Come back to your seated position or wherever you're practicing from, a bed, a couch, a chair, your own space. So we're almost at closing. We only have 4 to 5 minutes in class. And today, offering in mindful movement, mindfulness-based stress reduction, keeping in mind a simple breath in through the nose to let go of tension and exhale through the mouth with a cleansing sigh. Let's take two more in closing. Inhale in and up, filling to your lung capacity. And exhale down and out, cleansing sigh. One more breath in and up. Exhale down and out. During our class, we did a counted breath, breathing in for your count of 3, exhaling out for your count of 3. We also did breath of joy, a 3-part inhale followed by 1 exhale. We also did lion's breath, or inhale in, letting go of tension, tightness, exhale out, sticking the tongue out with sound. Now we'll close today with a balancing, calming breath called alternate nostril breath. It shifts breath in through one nostril, shifts breath out through one nostril. There are no contraindications. The only contra would be if you have a deviated septum where you can't close off one nostril. Continue with not closing that particular nostril. We invite a hand to help us close off our nostrils. We use our right hand, so lowering the first 2 fingers down to the palm, turn the hand towards you. We'll all take a breath in together. Breathe in, and then exhale out. Take your thumb to the outside of your right nostril to close it off. Comfortably breathe in through your left nostril. Use your pinky to close off left. Lift your thumb, exhale right. Inhale through your right nostril, a comfortable breath in. Close right with your thumb, lift pinky, exhale left. Let's continue. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. You can soften your eye gaze. Inhale right. Exhale left. Imagine you're breathing in energy, life force through left. Imagine as you breathe out right, letting go, releasing tension, body, mind. Inhale right, your own intention. What do you need today? Exhale left. One more full round. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. This is our final round. Inhale right, exhale left. Relax that right hand up on your lap and open up your palms and relax them to rest on your lap. Here in a mindful 30 seconds of meditation, we simply notice our state of being in mindfulness. Draw your awareness to your feet, your legs, your thighs and knees. Notice space, well-being, healing in all parts of your lower limbs. Bring your awareness to your hips, your abdomen, your low back, middle and upper back, your navel, your mid-chest, your center of your chest, shoulders and higher, opening, healing, well-being. Draw your awareness to your jaw, relax tension, relax fully your throat, your mouth cavity, left cheek, right cheek, left ear, right ear, left eye, right eye, forehead, releasing tension and mind state. Notice the space fully in your being. Crown of the head completely relaxed. Whole being, healthy, well, Soften your eye gaze and invite that momentary pause to what you need for the rest of your day, week, month, and season. As we close our practice today in mindfulness, simply invite your hands to touch. This is called prayer position. It's also a pause to bring all of our practices and all of our intentions together in community, connection, friendship, and well being. We'll close our time together with one sound of peace, the word peace on the out breath. Your choice, silently or out loud. Breathe in. Peace. Lowering the head to meet the hands, we honor each other in community practice, mindfulness, and well being. Peace to everyone, and lowering the hands down. I'd like to thank you so much for being here today for MBSR, mindfulness based stress reduction, and a mindful hour of breath, movement, and meditation. This class is sponsored by the Cancer Resource Center of Western Maine. Their website is www.crcofwm.org. They also have a YouTube page, so kindly check out YouTube Cancer Resource Center. Also, social media page, Facebook, for any happenings occurring. I'm Kat. It was my honor and joy to be with you today. Thank you so much for being here. Wishing you continued well being. I look forward to being with you again. Thank you and peace. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.